Awesome. Yeah, this thing has some trouble booting up sometimes. So I just spent 5 minutes trying to get it to just go live. I had everything plugged in from last night, so I knew everything was fine, but I still was having problems. All right, so here we are, back to With a Link to the Past, which I do intend to finish today in this session. I do intend to keep playing it until I'm done, and I think I will immediately jump to Super Metroid afterward. Love both those games. I have been wanting to go back and just play my favorite games more often, because I do think that's the major thing that I've been missing out on in my quest to play every major Nintendo game, is that I haven't been playing every single game as they come out. You know what I mean? Like I've been trying to play every single game as they come out, and that impacts how much time you have to play the classics. And I think I do prefer generally playing the classics. I do think I'm at the point now where there's really no point in supporting newer games, because so many of them are just awful. And it's so much more fun to just go back and experience something like this for a couple of hours a month. You know what I mean? Like it's a better game. Stuff like Ocarina, Majora's Mask, No More Heroes, maybe even something like Pandora's Tower, The Last Story. I just, that's what I want to return to. That's what I want to play all the time. I'm done with buying mediocre games just because they're brand new. You know what I mean? I'm not getting hyped up for something like Doom Eternal ever again. In other words, I have heard a lot of people complain about Doom Eternal. I'm really wondering how popular it's going to be, like, by the end of the year. Under normal circumstances, I don't think it would make Game of the Year, even with, like, certain people giving it, like, 10 out of 10s. But this is an epidemic, and I do think there aren't going to be a whole lot of games coming out after a certain point. I do think The Last of Us Part 2 is going to be delayed indefinitely. It's not going to have a quiet release. They're not going to release during the pandemic, and they might not want to release immediately after everything is said and done either. So, I mean, I have heard people be a bit more apprehensive. What am I doing? Oh, there we go. This is the easiest boss in the world, and I died against it. Well, to be fair, I had like no health, no hearts, and no fairies. There we go. See, that was easy. I can't believe I died against this last night. To be fair, I was like concerned about my power going off again, but alright. Yeah, I love this game. It's so good. Alright, this is the last of the OG girls. Now we gotta go see Zelda. Because of you, I can escape from the clutches of the evil monsters. Thank you. Ganon captured us because he couldn't break the seal of the wise men with his power alone. And then, using the wizard Agnahim as his pawn, he drew us to the Dark World. After cracking the seal with our powers, he sealed us inside of these crystals. He then gave us to his loyal monsters, but Ganon didn't plan on you getting this far. Now Princess Zelda is waiting for you inside Turtle Rock. Please hurry. Did Ganon not remember? This is supposedly at the end of the timeline. Does Ganon not know who you are? Like, it's just weird to me. Oof. Well, Zelda timelines don't make sense. It's best not to think about it. Like, the developers don't think about it, and for good reason, because it limits creativity. Like, Zelda would not have the personality it does if, like, it tried to be coherent. If it tried to, like, take place in the same setting the way that like something like Yeast does, right? I was just throwing an example out there. I actually really like Yeast, but you know what I mean, right? There would be no Wind Waker, there would be no Skyward Sword, there would be no like Majora's Mask, none of the really trippy games, Oracle, Phantom Hourglass, Spirit Tracks, Minish Cap, like all of those are like have their own little quirks and features that wouldn't fit in with certain members, certain games in the franchise, and that's what makes it great. All right. Alright, Turtle Rock, as I recall, is kind of a disappointing final dungeon. Well, disappointing is kind of a strong word. I don't know, man. Like, I beat all these dungeons in, like, 15 minutes, and I'm just like, oh, that's disappointing, that's disappointing, that's disappointing. And I still end up enjoying the games anyway. It's kind of weird in that respect. I think I am being overtly harsh for this one. I mean, I keep alternating between like, oh, this is the best game ever, and then I'm just like, oh, these dungeons are kind of short. Well, they're short, but it works. Is how I would put it. Like, they're noticeably short compared to other games in the franchise, but they still work. It's a lot like how Breath of the Wild has like fewer dungeons. It has fewer dungeons, but it still works, right? Yeah, it is interesting. We might be getting away from dungeons in future Zelda games. Breath of the Wild 2 might take place entirely in the open world. That might be interesting. That's kind of what I want them to do, is just focus on expanding the open world environment. Oof. Here we go. I have gotten that piece of heart before, but like, as I recall, it's annoying. Like, you have to like go to the dark world, go through some caves, like come back. It's just like, ugh. Okay, let me see if I remember. I always get it wrong the first time. Okay, I think it's right up left. I'm not sure how you would ever figure this out other than trial and error. I guess it is just trial and error. Why could you just not press it all down? I think there's a way up here before... I actually can't remember if you can get up here. Oops. I actually can't remember if you can get up here before you get up here to Turtle Rock before a certain point. Before this point, I guess you can. I think what I did is that I managed to come up here once and then look at it, but I didn't actually get to go inside because I didn't. Wait, I keep pressing the wrong one by accident. I'm not taking in the sounds here. Okay, yeah, it's right up left. All right. There we go. Perfect. The goat. So this is the one you get from the catfish. So you need this to beat the game. All right. Now I want to replay Ocarina so bad. Ocarina is probably next, and I never finished replaying A Link to the Past, Majora's Mask. So, oof. Oh, did I start the Oracle games? I think I did. I think I started Seasons again, and then I stopped playing. Yeah, I need to get back on that. There's so many like games on 3DS I need to get through, like Wario Land 3. I bought that on Virtual Console. That's a great one. That's a legit, like, amazing, underrated game, and I still haven't finished it. To be fair, a big reason for that is I'm trying to beat Wario Land Shake It, which is one of my favorite Wii games of all time. I still haven't 100%ed it because it's so long and so skill based. I love Shake It. It's legit one of my favorite things of all time. 3 is really good too, and I really like 4, but it's like, yeah, Shake It is really something special. Okay, I think the thing to do here is just... Normally I struggle with that, but I think I breezed through it this time. No! Ah! Shit, yeah, just... The torches just go out way too quickly. And then I always, like, just mess up in the stupidest way possible. Alright. There we go. Alright. We got it that time. Alright. We got it that time, boys. Hey, what's up? What's up? Whenever I see these bars, I always just think of the ones in Link's Awakening where you just jump over them. And there's no jump button in this game, so... Oof. That's kind of disappointing. Da-da-da-da. I mean, I do like the magic cape, but like the jump button in Link's Awakening, that makes the game, to be completely honest with you. Like, it makes it feel completely different than like pretty much any other Zelda game. Like, it really does. Jumping in Link's Awakening is just fantastic. It gives like the game a completely different feeling than this. It's amazing. It does make it feel more like a Mario game. Yeah, Link's Awakening is just, really is one of the best games of all time. Like, I do think I prefer Link's Awakening to this. It might be debatable. Maybe I should play Link's Awakening again to talk about this more in depth, but I do think Link's Awakening has, like, better dungeons. I think it has better boss fights. I think it has a better story. The remake has better visuals, for sure. Maybe better music? I don't know. Maybe I'm underselling this game. I don't know, because I've played it so many times. I keep bringing this up. Like, I keep talking all this shit about A Link to the Past, but I still end up playing it, like, once. Yeah, I last played this, like, in September of last year, so it hasn't been that long. Not that long at all, and, yeah, there's a reason I play it so much, because it's good. Wait a minute. Yep, thank you. I am going to get new views eventually. It's just a matter of putting videos out there. Oops, all right. Really though, I'm not sure how I should structure the channel. Like, should I start editing content? I don't know. I wasn't originally intending to do that ever, but it's like there's a reason like all these big YouTubers edit their content. I mean, I can just play a game and just have fun with it, but oof. But I have no interest in really being a career YouTuber. Really, I just want to make more friends online, it feels like. Just have more people to, like, talk about Nintendo games with, and potential customers for my books. I think that's the main thing I want to focus on. But, like, book reviews, I don't know, man. I focus so long on gaming content that, like, a lot of people don't realize that I do have a life out of this, that I read, like, classic novels and stuff like that, and want to talk about them and stuff. It's very, I'm not sure how you would approach talking about books on YouTube, to be honest with you. Like, most of the booktubers I'm aware of are just, like, boring. It's, how would you make it, like, fun and interesting? Like, what, skits? Like what Angry Joe does? I don't know. I don't know who that is. I don't know who anybody is. I don't follow other YouTubers. I'm too busy. Like, I'll make fun of Arlo for his weird opinions, but other than that, I don't know. Like, unless they have, like, weird opinions, I don't care about them. In that instance, I'm specifically making fun of them. Yeah. Oof. I haven't seen any weird opinions in a while, though. I really have fallen out of that demographic, or covering that sort of thing. Like, unless I, like, stumble across it, like I did with that, like, a Wings of Redemption video, where he's, like, trying to compare himself to Michael Jackson, which is ridiculous. Oof. Yeah, there are a lot of weird people in the Nintendo community, but it's like I don't know. There are weird people everywhere, though. It's just the reality. I mean, I guess one of my big goals, are you serious? All right, I completely forgot to get the big key. To be fair, though, I don't remember where it is. Yeah, where is the big key? I guess it's this way? Yeah, I was really underselling this dungeon. This is a lot of fun. I was just like, oh, Turtle Rock, it's so lame. Lifts, how lame is that? But no, it's perfectly enjoyable. The boss is really good, too. Better than the final boss, I would say. Oh, shoot. I don't have any magic potion. I completely forgot. Like, why do I need magic potion for Turtle Rock? Probably because of the giant turtle boss at the end that you need. Okay. Yeah, that wasn't exactly hard. That's so frustrating. How you have to get the big key in order to get the dungeon prize. Like, I hate that in this game. Like, I much prefer it like in Ocarina, where you can just find the chest and just open it, and then the boss key is like just for the boss. You know what I mean? And the big key being for the boss door and the dungeon prize, that's just annoying. I hate that. It's so frustrating. Duh. Damn. Alright. I'm wondering if there's even really anything to talk about when it comes to Nintendo. Indie games, I haven't been playing a lot of new ones. I'm mostly just playing the same games. Like, I'm a Nintendo channel that's deliberately trying to buy less Nintendo games because, again, I'm saving up money and doing other stuff. Again, there's a reason for that, but it feels like, oof. And I do think that's the right thing to do, but that does impact what I can talk about, like, the indie games I can cover and stuff like that. Let's see. But yeah, I think I do prefer it that way. I think it's the right decision to just sit back and enjoy what I'm doing on YouTube. Because, like, it's not supposed to be a chore. Like, you don't want to be like Wings of Redemption or DSP, who, like, make $200,000 a year and hate it. You know what I mean? That's not what you want. Yeah, this dungeon is really short and easy. I think this is the end. Yeah, I'm beating this today for sure. I think I get the golden sword now. Can you get the golden sword? But I think you can get the golden sword before the tower, right? It's before the tower, or yeah. When exactly does the golden sword trigger? I actually don't know. It's definitely not after chapter 5. I think it might be. I think it might be after this dungeon, actually. Hang on. Why isn't this thing pushing? Move. Wait. Wait a minute, what's going on here? Boom. Well, it's not like YouTube's hard. It's hard getting, like, viewers. Because, like, I'm doing the same thing that a lot of other people do. But I don't really, it's not really a career for me. It's just something I do for fun. Like, gaining viewers, that's something I want to do for fun. It's not ever going to be a career. I don't want it to be a career. Oops, there we go. There we go. There we go. Da-da-da. someone like I don't want to be someone like a Video Game Donkey or PewDiePie who like have to cover the big who are paid to cover, I should say, the big PlayStation game that's coming out, like Dreams. Like, I find it very curious how they both covered this this niche video game that nobody cares about, as opposed to like its superior Nintendo equivalent, Mario Maker. It was very very disappointing for me to see that, to see them cover such tripe. Yeah, Dreams is definitely a wait. What? The world? Hang on. Should I go back? That's probably just magic. Yeah, I think what I need to do is I just gotta hit this switch. Wait. Yeah, what am I doing? Okay. I actually don't know what I'm doing. Alright. Oh. Okay, I think I just go left here. No, wait. I missed the curve. Alright. Yeah, I'm going around in circles. Yeah, it's just yeah, I knew that. Okay, so I need to hit the switch, and I think the switch is up here? Yeah, I'm not too fond of this room. I think it's really lame. Like I said, this isn't my favorite dungeon. At this point, I'm just like, okay, I'm at the end. I might as well finish it. Well, the end of the game, I should say. The dungeon does drag on for a while. There's all these weird rooms with like these lasers and stuff like that. Hang on. I was so mind blown when I figured out you could do this, like just strafe and hold the shield out sideways. Crazy stuff. All right, it's really creative. Yeah, I don't need more rubies at this point in the game. There are literally like packets of $600 rubies that I haven't used yet. I keep calling it packets. I mean pockets or like hidden treasures of rubies that I haven't exploited yet. And I think I am just gonna get like a blue potion or something for the final boss. What? What? What was the point of that? Just okay. Yeah, weird how there are fairy fountains in the second half of the Dark World, but not the first. Because like all three of the first dungeons have fairy fountains, but the Dark World doesn't really. I guess they just want to give you a break. You know, a break against this extremely difficult. Well, to be fair, I guess this is pretty well hidden. So unless you're like already know where it is, you probably wouldn't find it. Oops, shit. Oh no, I screwed up. I think, is there any way back up there? I think there is, but I think you can just jump on there from below, and then you just end up back at the start. Hang on, let's see. I love this cave theme. It's amazing. There we go. We got it. So you could just stumble across this randomly and not realize that it's a fairy fountain for a dungeon. That's really neat. Alright, let's go back inside. And so I have a key. Alright, there we go. wish I had a green potion, but oh well, it's not a big deal. I mean, yeah, this dungeon does tend to drag. I don't find it very fun. I mean, extremely fun, I should say. I mean, it's so short anyway. It's hard to get mad at, like, any dungeon in the game. Like, even the ones you don't really like Dungeon 2. Wait a minute. Am I sure there's nothing hidden here? That seemed a bit too easy. Hang on. No, I guess not. Alright. Yep, I think this is it. Yep. To be fair, though, the boss of this dungeon is really, really good. For sure. Probably one of the best in the game. I love that. That's so cool. Like, you really do feel like you're entering the end game at this point. All right. Yeah, I don't have any, magic powers, so I gotta... I gotta make every shot count, basically. Yeah, I say that and I immediately miss. There we got him. Got him. Check him. You can't pause it when they're dying, by the way. It's I'm not sure if anybody else has noticed that, but yeah, I have a couple of times when I'm like switching items. Like, normally you wouldn't switch items in the middle of a fight like this. How many fairies did I have? 3. I think this is my second one. Yeah, I still have 1 left. 2 left. All right. Yep, see? Okay. So you don't need a ton of magic to beat it. Yeah, I do think the Dinosaur King is Helmassar from the Dark Palace is still a better boss, but this isn't bad. I mean, it's a cool gimmick. Plus, you might not actually have the Ice Rod. Like, you can go through the entire game without needing it until this boss fight. I'm not sure if there's another way to beat it. There might be. I might have to look it up, but... that's the most effective way I'm aware of. Alright, should I go get the Golden Sword now? Yeah. That dungeon, that was what was protecting Princess Zelda. We have officially rescued Princess Zelda. Okay, that's it. Game over. I appreciate your coming so far to rescue me, as you thought you were the legendary hero. I have felt this from the first time we met. Once Ganon enters the light world, it is unlikely that anyone can stop him. But if he stays in the closed space of this world, you can find him wherever he runs. Okay. Now go to the Tower of Ganon. We will use our combined powers to break the barrier. Let's return peace to the country without fail. Do you understand? Yes. May the way of the hero lead to the Triforce. Classic. Iconic. I love it. Alright, there's just this one last dungeon and we'll beat the game. It's definitely really interesting to see just how short this game actually is. Like, all these dungeons are like 15 minutes long. All of them are like 15 minutes long. Shorter for the early ones. But it's still a great game. Like, a lot of people will talk shit about games like Star Fox Zero for only being like 3 hours long, but allegedly 3 hours long. But really, I mean, it's better for the game to be good than to be long. You know what I mean? Like, I'd much rather have a Star Fox Zero than like a Xenoblade or a Persona. You know what I mean? Now, Kid Icarus Uprising isn't that long either. You could beat that in a couple of hours, I think. Alright, so... yeah, I think you can get the Golden Sword now. The thing is, I'm not exactly sure when it triggers. I'm curious, like, is it after Dungeon 6? Is it after Dungeon 7? Do I have to beat Ganon's Tower? I actually don't know the time frame when you're supposed to get it. That's one of the interesting things about this game, is that you can't actually beat Ganon unless you you go out of your way and complete this side quest. It's definitely a different take, and it is pretty confusing. I would say probably for a new player, but for like an experienced one, it's like, okay, it's just another thing we have to do. Yeah, I love this game so much. It's so magical. It really is. This, Link's Awakening, Ocarina, like, just amazing games. So yeah, now you gotta escort this thing up, back up there. It's not exactly obvious, like, what you're supposed to do with this, like, what the purpose is. Yeah, I'm not sure how you would figure out how to beat Ganon without a guide. I think Aghanim does tell you to get the Silver Arrow, so I guess you would be exploring the overworld, like, finding everything, try to figure out how to get it. Alright. Yeah, I love this game. It is a downright classic. All right. It's hard not to laugh at this, but yeah, the fat fairy. She seriously tries to blame her weight on Ganon, which is a new one. You are an honest person. I will like you. These are the Silver Arrows. To give Ganon his last moment, you definitely need them. I know I don't quite have the figure of a fairy. Ganon's cruel power is the blame. Uh-huh, yeah, sure. You must defeat Ganon. I don't believe her. I really don't. Yeah, Ganon's the reason I look this way. Whatever. Okay, what else is there? Yeah, sword, definitely. Da-da-da-da. And I think I'll get some magic power, too. Assuming I do get magic power, maybe I'll get a blue potion. I actually don't remember what she gives you. I will give you something better in return. She filled your bottle with the medicine of magic. To get such a potion free is quite a bargain. I feel so bad that I don't actually support the witches, even though I like them a lot, but ugh. I just exploit their generosity and then just go about my business. All right. This is such a cool concept. I love the Dark World. The relationship between the two, it's great. Better than it is in A Link Between Worlds, I would say. That game's great, but I don't like how you teleport between the two worlds with the via the cracks rather than like how it works in this game. I don't know. It's just cooler in this one. I mean, I would say this game is definitely a great deal cooler than most Zelda games. Maybe not Twilight Princess, maybe not Breath of the Wild, but it's pretty awesome. Wow, I can't believe I'm about to beat it. Wow. Yeah, I'm gonna pop in Super Metroid after this because I said on Twitter that I would pop in. I mean, switch to Super Metroid after this. After I beat Ganon and give him what for. Oops. Oh, wow. I completely messed that up. Wow, I didn't even think about that. All right. So I have to go back to Turtle Rock, and then I have to go back and... Wait, do I have everything I need? I guess I do. Okay. That's good enough. I don't care. So are the silver arrows stronger than the light arrows? Like, what's the difference between them? Like, why do you use one sometimes and the other... I don't like. Are they supposed to be the same thing? It doesn't make any sense to me. Like, we haven't seen silver arrows at all since this game. Like, they've just defaulted to a light arrow since then, and I'm just curious as to why. What's the logic? Are we gonna get like a light arrow origin story for the next one? Yeah, that's definitely definitely something that's been on my mind. What is Zelda gonna be like after Breath of the Wild 2? I'm very, very curious what the next mainline game is gonna be. I'm sure it's already being planned. I think that's the reason this sequel is being made, actually, is to, like, mitigate the time between Breath of the Wild and this, and the next game. I'm sure they're working on it to a certain capacity, but, alright. Yeah, should I even bother getting the armor? Because I don't think I really need it. Like, that's the only reason to go downstairs, I think, is to get the armor. Which I normally do, but it's like, I'm streaming, let's get through it. Honestly, I'm not even sure how hard the game would be without it. I normally get it because it's like, well, why wouldn't I get it? But it's like, now it's like, well, why would I? Here we go. Yep, it's up there. I remember you. Alright. So I'm not sure how long this is going to take, because I'm skipping a good portion of it by not going downstairs. Maybe I'm underestimating my enemy, but I think I can win. Oh! Oh, it does have... Okay, so there is a big key down there. Okay. So there is a reason to go down there. Alright. So I was full of shit. Alright. Well, normally I do go down there, so I guess I go down there for a reason. Alright. Whatever. Wait, I don't think you need to... I don't think I needed to open that door. There's no way this opens the door. No, I didn't think so. I don't remember where the big key is, exactly. I guess I'm just gonna get it and then skedaddle. How do I open this door? Oh, here we go. Wait, what? Oh, yeah, Cain. I don't know why I was just standing there like that. When I was zoning out for a minute there. Huh? Yeah, I shouldn't have opened that door. I don't remember this room at all. I think I normally go the other way. I think last time I played, I just went straight to the big key, straight to the armor, and then left. There's like no reason to stick around. Yeah, there's too much shit in this room. All right. Wow. I was killed by a tile. Some legendary hero I am. Unbelievable. Alright. Da-da-da-da. Let's see here. Wait, can I get over that? No, I didn't think so. What's the purpose of this room? I have no idea. I hate these jellyfish things. I do. I guess I could just go around? Oof. Oh wow, you can kill those in 2 hits. That's awesome. Oof, I'm really failing at this. This is the final dungeon, but yeah, I think I'm getting careless.
Like, normally I'd probably just take a break, but when I start playing like that, but, I think I am getting hungry, but I decided to stream. Should I finish it? I guess I could just play later. Oops. Take this. What's going on here? I don't think this room is necessary. I do think I'm, hang on. Yeah, I think I normally go the other way for a reason. I think this is entirely pointless. I think it's fairly easy to just get to the end. Did I miss one? I did. Ah, no! Ah! Alright, let's try that again. I like to get the big key before I skedaddle out of the dungeon. Okay. I think I am gonna run out of magic though. Well, I do have some magic potions, so I guess I'll just go to the ferry and pick up some more. Oh shit! I missed one. What? Oh come on! Really? You gotta be kidding me. That was an epic fail. Alright. Oof. Da-da. Ah, no, he got me. Oh, darn. Okay, let's go the other way, because I have no idea what I'm doing. I always go the other way. Probably for a good reason. Let's see. What do I normally do? Yeah, this feels a bit more familiar. Yeah, I guess there are parts of this dungeon I don't really go to. Because you don't really need to. Like, you know, this game's pretty bad about that. Like, you don't really need to go to all the rooms of pretty much any dungeon. You just need to get the big key and get to the end. Like, otherwise you're just going around in circles. It is kind of nice to get lost sometimes, but, yeah, if you know what you're doing, it's kind of annoying. Like, why would you not, like, play the game right? Yep, this looks familiar. Hang on. Yeah, I say that, but then I can't ever remember how to hit this, Nope, that's not right. Yeah, these switch puzzles do get annoying sometimes. All right. Do that again. Ah, no, but so you have to put it at like at a precise distance to hit one, but not the other. It's kind of annoying. All right. This room, yeah. I'm not even sure why you would even need to go the other way. Like maybe you can get something faster. Maybe it is quicker to do it the other way. But this is the way I always do it. I always go this way. I go this really roundabout way of just. Wait, what? Huh? Oh, here we go. I remember. Yeah, that causes that to appear. Then you can hookshot it. Yeah, sometimes I forget like specific steps, and then I have to like think about it a bit. Like this room has all the portals, and they go every which way, and you have to like figure out which way you want to go. Yeah, sometimes you're gonna forget exactly which one you want to take. It's not always obvious. No? Did I miss it? Hang on. Did I mess up? Is it down here? Like, that's always the one I always avoid, but then, like, I'm just like, it is the one you need. Holy crap. Okay, I gotta put that to memory, because I always do that one, I always avoid that one to start with, even though it's right there. It looks like it's not important, but it is. Alright. There we go. Ah, yes, this is the most notorious room in the game. This is one that I was stuck in one of the times I played through the game. I can't remember how. I think I actually cheesed it at one point, where like I didn't realize how you're supposed to do it. It made no sense to me, and I realized that there was a floor there, and I just memorized. I just used the enemies to like measure where the floor was. It was kind of amazing. Shit. Damn. Oof. Damn, alright. He's the angry Nintendo nerd. Alright. Let's see, so we gotta bomb this floor. One of these floors, anyway. I can't remember which one it is. I guess it's that one. Yep. Check it out. We gotta refight the OG bosses. Yeah, so this confirms the Silver Arrow is more powerful than the Golden Sword. It one-hit KOs these bosses. I think all of them, actually. Well, you can't really use it against Moldorm, I don't think. It's interesting how they managed to make it more challenging with the whole... Yep, big key. You got the big key. Alright, that's all we needed. I guess we could just leave now. I mean, I would like to get the treasure, but... I do need to stock up on fairies and stuff. And I'm kind of running out of healing items. I might as well just leave now. Oh, that's convenient, yeah. I was just like, wait a minute, aren't there fairy fountains here? Yeah, it was right there, apparently. It's a good thing fairies can exist in the Dark World. You would think they would be, like, attacked or something, but no. They're perfectly fine. Now, why don't fairies change their shape in the Dark World? Oops. They don't seem to do that. Oh, they're not coming back? Weird. Yeah, everything else changes shape in the Dark World other than the fairies. It's kind of confusing. Alright. Yeah, see, so I guess that is the quickest way to do it, because, like, you get the big key, and then you get the, the armor on your set. I was, like, planning on skipping the armor, but I forgot about the big key door. Alright. I guess you don't think about the big key door when you actually have the big key on you. It's not something you think about. Like, normally you always have the big key by the time you get to... That's one of the reasons I really like Wind Waker. Why Wind Waker had, like, such great dungeons the first time around. Like, they were so out there with the... with where the big key was hidden, Like, I was going around in circles for, like, hours trying to find them, and I couldn't do it. And you would, like, be seeing that boss lord just taunting you. Like, it took me forever to figure out how to do it. Let's see. For the second dungeon, it was the lily pad raft. Like, I couldn't figure out how to do that. Hang on. Hey, why do I keep getting stuck? There we go. Wait, what? Oh, you have to trigger it again. Oh, I didn't even realize. I think we're almost through. It's not too long from here. Honestly. How many floors does this tower have? This is basically the Dark World equivalent of, like, Hyrule Castle. How many floors does it have, really? Like, Hyrule Castle has, like, all these floors filled with, like, nothing but enemies and death traps. It's really, really strange. Considering it's supposed to be, like, you know, a normal castle. The first part is great, it makes sense, but, like, the later half is, like, just ridiculous. When you go back to it, yeah, that's what I mean. There we go. Burst open the door. Let me see here. We're just walking. I hope I don't need magic for anything else. I normally don't, so we'll have to see, but... I thought they were laser beams, but no, they're cannonballs. Ah, shit. I've never seen a speedrun for this game. I wonder how that looks. I think I will watch a... was it a Super Metroid? What was I want to watch a speedrun of? It was Super Metroid or... yes, Super Metroid, probably. Super Metroid, I think, was the one I wanted to watch, but Yoshi's Island as well. I might get into that scene, or at least watching that scene. It's kind of interesting. Okay. There we go. Moving on. Play the best game in the world. All right. Okay, I gotta kill that guy. Get over here! Oh, this is it. This is it. We're near the end. Oh, no, we're not. That looked very endish, but no. Oh, wow. I hate these things. They just catch you out of nowhere. Ugh. Yeah, one shot's all you need for these, to kill these guys. I think you have to fight Moldorm too, so... Is he just upstairs? I don't remember exactly, but... I think he is in the way. I hate this room, because, like... You have to kill all these guys, but you can't... There's no way to see the floor. So it's like, why am I doing this? Thankfully, they stay in one spot. Okay, I'm just gonna... wait for him to come back. Shoot him. Alright, there we go. Got it. Wizrobes are way more annoying than in the original Legend of Zelda. Honestly, most enemies in the original are. Got the Legend of Zelda where you walk around with a little bitch with his bitch ass sword, a little shoe, and he's going, huh, 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 huh. Alright. Alright. Yep, still have. You get to use the fire rod a lot in this dungeon. Alright, I think what I should do is just this. Hey, torches do way too good for it. Yeah, whatever. Easy. What are those sounds? Like, what's happening? All right. You got some bums. You got some bombs. I don't need more bombs, but thanks. Oh, wow. I didn't even get that. All right. Oh, yeah. I probably do need some bombs, considering this room and its gimmick. You actually don't need them? Like, I don't... You can just... The idea is that you're supposed to place them on the conveyor belt, so you can, so they'll move. But I just don't do that. I just place the bomb on the wall, and that just keeps it stuck there. I'm not sure if that was intentional or what. Or if I've outsmarted the game. It probably wasn't intentional, was it? Easy peasy. Alright, what's this? Rubies, I think? 20 rubies, wow. Alright, let's get going. Going up. Yep, this is it. This is it. This is it. Oh, yeah, the final boss. Not the final boss. Oh, it's great that you could come all the way here. I'm very happy to see you again, but you better believe that we'll not have a third meeting. Yeah. This guy never shows up in any Zelda game ever again. Which is weird, because I do like this fight a lot. It's really weird how this this fight has been reused for like Ganondorf, and like the Aghanim character has never appeared again. The whole idea of like hitting back magical attacks. It's pretty standard for Ganondorf, but it originated with this guy. Duh, duh, duh. Ah, he got me. Okay. I do think the final boss of this game is kind of disappointing. I kind of wish it was more epic, especially since you can like just go straight there. Like there's no dungeon or anything. Like you just go to the final boss, which I think is different than most of the Zelda games. There he is. There's Ganon. He turns into a bat? He thinks he's Dracula? Oh. Alright. What do you think, chat? Can I beat him without any preparation? I used to not be able to, but I might be able to. How'd the bird come into the Dark World? Like, it explicitly cannot do that normally. Alright, okay, how much do I have? I have one fairy. No magic. Yeah, let's give it a shot. We can just leave whenever, so it's not a big deal. One time I beat this guy, but I fell down, and then he came back. So if you fall down, he will respawn. I really hope the Pyramid of Power comes back in some fashion in some other Zelda game. I mean, I guess this fight is better than like the original Ganon fight, but I'm not super enthusiastic about it. I don't know, maybe I'm being too harsh, but at this point, it really does feel like you're going through the motions. Oops. Okay, I suck at A Link to the Past. I lost against Ganon. Woo. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to leave. I think he's destroying me here. Enguarde, the secret technique of darkness, like making the room darker. Wow, what a crazy idea, Ganon. Oops. Shit, that was terrible timing. Ah, damn, I missed. I think this phase is a bit easier than the first one, so I think I might be able to pull through. Did it. We did it. First try, no prep. Awesome.
Oh, yeah, see you. Bye.
Thank you for tuning in, by the way. Wow. Damn, that was good. Man. Yeah, the boss is kind of underwhelming, but the payoff is great. You know, one of my favorite Zelda endings. Amazing. Welcome. I am the essence of the Triforce. I love how that actually speaks to you. The Triforce will grant the wishes in the heart and mind of the person who touches it. If a person with a good heart touches it, it will make his good wishes come true. If an evil-hearted person touches it, it grants his evil wishes. But how does that work in Ocarina, where like it splits apart when he does touch it? Like it's just like, ugh. There has to be more rules than what they're like elaborating on. Ganon's wish was to conquer the world. That wish changed the Golden Land to the Dark World. Yeah, that'd be a cool idea for a sequel. Like, let's explore the Golden Land. Ganon was building up his power here so he could conquer the Light World and make his wish come completely true. But now, you have totally destroyed Ganon. His Dark World will vanish. And he's never going to return again. He actually does not return in Link Between Worlds, so that's kind of a... The Triforce is waiting for a new owner. Its golden power is in your hands. Now touch it with a wish in your heart. So I wish everything to go back to the way it was before. Is that the truth behind Zelda? Is that Link is always like, yeah, I want everything to go back to the way it was before, but that means that like Ganon comes back every single time. Okay. The Return of the King. You may as well show off the credits because you know I love the credits to this. Oh yeah. We're back. It's weird how you don't see Zelda again after you rescue her from Turtle Rock. I mean, she's right there, but she doesn't say anything to you. It's really bizarre. Compared to like Ocarina's really poignant ending, where she talks about her motivations and stuff like that. Vultures rule the desert. Desert Palace. What is that guy doing there? The bully makes a friend. Don't you miss the days when like credits would do stuff like this? I don't remember what A Link Between Worlds does, but I don't think it does this. Your uncle recovers. Yeah, he's brought back to life. Unbelievable. He's back. Flippers for sale. So he's still doing his thing, just selling flippers to people. The Witch and Assistant. Best girl. Twin Lumberjacks. Wow, I didn't actually go in that tree in this game, in this playthrough. Really weird considering how much I enjoy it, but Flute Boy plays again. He's back. Venus, Queen of Fairies. Oh, so this is the Queen of Fairies. So who's the queen? And who's the fairy in the Dark World? I thought that was the queen. All right. I keep thinking that's the queen. The Dwarven Swordsmiths. Slytherin. The Bug Catching Kid. The Lost Old Man. So he gets lost again. Wow. His granddaughter's at the castle, but he's still in the mountains. Ooh. How do you even get up there? But okay. The Forest Thief. Weird that Ganon is like a forest thief in this continuity or in this game, rather than like the desert thief he's known to be. And the Master Sword sleeps again forever and ever and ever. There's not ever going to be a sequel. There's not ever going to be a Zelda 4. Don't count on it. Don't count on it, friends. This has to be the biggest lie in all of video games. Forever. The Master Sword sleeps again forever. Unbelievable. Executive producer, Yamauchi. Producer, Shigeru Miyamoto. So he didn't even direct this. Director, Takashi Tezuka. You don't see a lot of these names anymore. Scriptwriter, Kensuke Tanabe. Assistant directors, Yasuhisa Yamamura, Yoichi Yamada. Screen graphics designers, object designers, Soichiro Tomita. Takaya Imamura. Masanao Iramoto. Toshihiko Nagako. Main programmer, Yasunari Sojima. I don't know, I really don't want to sit through the credits. I'm ready to play something else. Yoshi's Island, not Yoshi's Island. Super Metroid, I think, is where I want to go next. Tatsuo Nishiyama. Yeah, so it took me about an hour to get through all of that. So like at the end of Dungeon 6 to Dungeon 7 and then Ganon's Tower. Yeah, great game, for sure. I'm amazed at how quickly I can get through it now. Koji Kondo. Oh, the original theme doesn't really pop up throughout the main game, but it shows up in the credits. Printed artwork. Oh, is this the illustrations? Like the illustrations of Link to the Past are like amazing. I love them. For the manuals and stuff like that, like they're just downright gorgeous. I wish it was a legit manga. Well, there is a comic. I do own a comic, but it's not very good, by my recollection. Maybe I could do a video on that. Castle of Hyrule, East Palace, Desert Palace. What? Oh, yeah, because I stopped playing. Okay. Yeah, for some reason, the game counts the moments you stop playing as, like, deaths. Which is bizarre. So apparently, like, the only way to get through the entire game without any points is to play through the entire game without any continuity, like, any continues. It's, really bizarre. Like, I've done it before. Total games played. That's such a weird thing to keep track of. It makes it sound like, I don't know, you played through the adventure like 10 times. I mean, it's been more than that, but okay. The End. Magical game. Phenomenal. All right, that's everything. This is such an old game that it won't reset when you get to the end. All right. Damn, where was I? Yep, Super Metroid boys. Apparently I haven't played this since February, so I'm not too far in it either, so. Yeah, beating this and like A Link to the Past in such short order, it's gonna be something else. I'm probably not gonna finish it. I'll probably just do something. I haven't beaten Kraid yet, so. Oops. I love this game. This is definitely I definitely do. I'll talk about like the problems to A Link to the Past. Like it has flaws. This does not have flaws. This is legit like a perfect game. It's so fluid. It looks so good. It plays so well. It's endlessly replayable. Yeah, Metroid Prime I need to finish to play again. It's been too long. All the Metroid games, really, all the 3D Metroid games. I'm thinking of streaming Prime, to be honest with you, like getting it on Wii U and just plugging it in and playing it. I'm partial to like Prime 3, but yeah, I want to play Prime 1 again, and Prime 2 I don't think I've played at all since I first played it. Well, I have. I've tried, but like, yeah, that was back when I was super busy. And like, I never finished it. Alright, wait a minute. Yeah, I think you need the power bombs first. I think. No, you don't. Yeah, figuring this out is like ridiculous. It takes a ridiculous... It takes such a ridiculous amount of trial and error to figure some of this shit out. You know what I mean? Yeah, I think I'm gonna watch some anime after this. Get caught up on My Hero Academia. Metroid anime never. We have never ever seen Samus in an anime, and that is kind of disappointing. Let's see here. Yeah, the pleb has to go down there to get the high jump boots, but the Chad can get up there like so, and skip straight to Kraid. It's weird calling Samus a Chad, but she kind of is when you really think about it, like compared to other female video game protagonists. Like, it's so amusing to me how people will, like, point to Lara Croft as an example of, like, a great female video game protagonist, and it's, you know, she doesn't have any good games, really. Other than the reboot, maybe. Oh, oops. Yeah, I passed right by it. Yeah, for me, there's no reason to, like, wait around. I just want to fight Kraid. I don't care about anything else. I just want to kill this giant lizard, man. Alright, Kraid. So is that thing you fought at the in Metroid 1, like, this thing? Or... Is they're about the same size. And not the actual Kraid? Yeah, that was a poor decision on my part. Wait, do I have to kill that guy, too? Yeah, I really, took a few too many hits. Wait, what? Why is it shut? Wait. Is there more than one? Well, I completely forgot. Okay. I might actually die because I'm so careless. Oh, wait, no, never mind. I've gotten really careless because I simultaneously know a whole lot about this game, but I've gotten out of practice with it. So, like, I'm doing all this, like, super specialized shit, but I'm doing it in a way that's not beneficial to the playthrough, like, getting through it as quickly as possible. Like, I'll skip, like, straight to Kraid, but, like, I won't have the equipment I need to, like, beat him really quickly. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. Like, if I had another super missile, I would just be able to kill him in a couple of shots, but that's not gonna happen. At least not this time. Like, Kraid's, like, a really easy boss, but, definitely one of the most awe-inspiring moments in Nintendo history. Seeing this guy rise up. It's such a great moment. Kraid has still never appeared in a Metroid Prime game. He was planned for the original, but not. It didn't happen. Okay, I messed up. I misused all my bullets. Oops. Yeah, I don't have the high jump boots, so I'm a bit, like, at a disadvantage here. Damn, really? Yeah, I guess I'm out of practice, because I used to be able to do this really quickly. I mean, this isn't a bad run by any means, but it's like, I'm dodging all of his attacks, it's just, I can get the timing down. And plus, I think I'm used to having more missiles. And of course, I'm doing stuff like not having the high jump boots, which is kind of... You're not even supposed to get here without them, so... He curls his fingers upward, and that kind of throws off my aim. Not a hard boss. Oh, there we go. That's what we needed. One shot. Got him. Perfect shot. Yeah, if I just had more super missiles. That's definitely my big problem when it comes to my playthroughs right now. I can't get early super missiles. I never was able to get the hang of that. Because you need the Mach Ball, and it's just pretty frustrating to do. Varia suit. I love the way the Varia suit looks in this game. Oh, it's so sexy. Have I ever seen a good Samus cosplayer? I don't know. Honestly, I don't make a habit of looking at cosplayers. I've never seen a good Bayonetta cosplayer, I'll tell you that much. Or a good Edelgard. I'm sure there are good Samuses, though. Some shit. Samus is kind of a generic look when you get right down to it. Not that that's a bad thing, but oops. Hang on. So you have to kill these guys. I don't remember having to kill these guys to leave. All right. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. That's slowing me down. All right. And these guys are aggressive. All right. So this game is definitely one of the best Metroidvania ever made. Like this is, it should be like it should be called a Super Metroid-like because this defined the genre more so than I think Symphony of the Night did. I'm not even sure why. It's fine to describe a Castlevania game as a Metroidvania game because like that's talking about how Castlevania was a basically became like Metroid, but like to suggest that like Castlevania had some influence over the genre, it really didn't, because a lot of these Metroidvanias don't really have RPG elements. They're more like action games. Like this is, this is the game everyone is trying to top, and it still hasn't happened yet. Like even Hollow Knight, you know, with its 40 hours of content, it can't match this, because Hollow Knight isn't like as streamlined as this is. I should say, like, this is able to do everything it wants to do in, like, 3 hours. And it's, like, incredibly addicting to play through, like, constantly, and I don't see that happening with Hollow Knight. Like, Hollow Knight's main draw is that it's so long and it has so much in it, but, once you know where everything is, I think it loses a lot of its impact. I might as well get the high jump boots. I don't normally get the high jump boots. At least I don't think I do. I think I used to not get them, but yeah, I haven't gotten to the point in this game yet where I'm getting ready to speedrun it again, because I would love to start speedrunning it again and start trying to beat my time, but oof. High jump boots. I mean, there's too much stuff in this room to ignore it. Like, you have an energy tank, you have a missile, you have, like, a legitimately really useful power-up. It's, oof. Yeah, you have to use it all. But it really does, like, impact your time, so, it is something you need to avoid for speedruns. Yeah, they seal the door behind you that you can't break until you kill this thing. And that's kind of frustrating. That really impacts your time if you're going for a really good one. Like I said, my best time is 128. It's not a bad time at all, but it's not nowhere near the world record. I'm not sure what the world record is. I think I am gonna Google it after I'm done here. Super Metroid world record. Yeah, I'll put that on while I'm cooking breakfast. Yeah, I still haven't eaten. Honestly, I might like just stop playing just because I haven't eaten yet. And plus, I don't want to do the ghost ship, which the ghost ship is the one area that I keep dying in because I can't deal with the boss. There's something about it that I can't consistently beat, which is weird considering it comes back another end, and I beat it like the first time then, I think. I don't remember if I did or not. It is another M though. Other M is this way. Yeah, Speed Booster next and the Ice Beam. Duh. Yeah, I love this game. Like, it has so much going on. Like, look at all these great enemies. Look at all this, like, the lava coming up. Look at, like, how I'm flying across the room. Look at how it transitions into the next area. Gorgeous. Like, unbelievably good. All right. Yep, see, I'm getting better again. Yep, that's right. I just, I skipped that entire path up to the speed booster. I'm not sure how you would... You have to get the speed booster. I have no idea how I ever found this. There's so much in this game that's just like, okay, how in the world are you supposed to find this? And this is one of the examples. To be fair, like, the speed booster is my favorite power-up in all of Metroid, so... I am so angry that they've never been able to incorporate it into Prime. Hopefully that'll be the gimmick of Prime 4. Yeah, Prime 4, speed booster. Like, how can you not take the coolest power-up and use it? It's not in Samus Returns either, I don't think. There we go. Isn't that awesome? That's the coolest thing I've ever seen. All right. Guess we gotta use the speed booster. I might as well look at the wave beam too, since I'm down here. I'm not like speed running it. I'm mostly just yeah, when I speed run it, you'll like know I'll be doing all sorts of crazy shit. Well, to be fair, I don't do things much differently. It's just a matter of like just skipping like needless power-ups and stuff like that. Stuff that like I don't need. Oops. Really, I would just collect a bunch of super missiles, and that's it. Oops, hang on. Oops. Do I really have to go back around? Yeah, I screwed that up. I mean, I guess I could do a Super Metroid speedrun stream and see how long it takes me to get through the entire thing. And I'm guessing about like a little under 2 hours. I mean, I think that's my my time now, but I guess I am kind of speedrunning it. I'm not really thinking about it, but I'm doing a lot of the same shit I normally would in a speedrun. I'm just making more mistakes. I mean, speedrun, like, making mistakes is like an important part of the speedrun process in this game. It does happen to even the best players. So, oops. Yeah, I'm really curious as to how long it's going to take me to beat this. I love how I never actually get the grappling beam for this. There's no point. Like, you're getting the grappling beam and then coming back. Like, why would you do that? Just grab what you need and then go. I actually think I normally do get the ice beam before the wave beam. Yeah, I think that was next, actually. Like, what I have to get next, the ice beam. So it's very uncommon for me to simply use the wave beam without any additional power-ups. Because you can't, one of the nice things about this game is that you can actually mess with your beam customizations. So you can play around with like how the beam looks, how it behaves, depending on what you equipped on it. Unfortunately, you can't equip like plasma beam with like the spazer for some reason, because it'd be so overpowered. But which is really, really obnoxious. But oh well. Yeah, that's definitely something I don't appreciate. Like, just make the plasma beam like optional. Like, you don't have to turn off other beams because it would be too overpowered. All right, that is kind of annoying. That always did bother me. Like, I want to use my burner beam. Just you can like, I think you can like hack the game to get like what the beam looks like. So I think it was programmed in. They just disabled it for the final release because it's just too insane. It's just too insanely powerful. Like, the plasma beam is already like incredibly strong, so all right. I wonder when Metroid Prime 4 is even going to come out. Like, I wonder when the next Metroid game is going to be. We haven't gotten one since 2017. Samus Returns, which is great. I'm a big fan of Samus Returns, but yeah, that was almost 3 years ago, and oof, no word on a new Metroid game since. I'm about ready for a new one. Well, to be fair, I have, you know, I have to replay Prime anyway. I never finished Hunters. I don't own Prime Pinball. I don't think I own Prime Pinball. Wow, it says a lot where I don't even remember if I own certain games or not. Prime Pinball, I don't think I bought it on the Wii U shop. I think it's on my wish list. I've heard nothing but good things about that game, but I've never really played it. There's a bunch of DS games, a bunch of weird DS games I've never played, like Avalon Code. I wanted to play that. Shit. I think it's easier when you don't have a. Really? Wow. So having the wave beam makes it more difficult to aim in tight spots. All right. Hit the ice beam. There we go. Oh, wait a minute. Did I miss the Spazer? Wait a minute. Am I supposed to have the Spazer already? I think I am. Isn't it like by Kraid? Did I seriously miss it? Alright. I think I missed my Spazer. Oh, wow. Wow, that's really weird. I mean, I don't think I've ever skipped the Spazer before, but I guess I don't really need it to beat the game, right? Because it just multiplies your shots. But I don't like this pure wave beam. I think it's lame. Oops. Well, I don't remember exactly where the Spazer is. I normally just get it. Hang on. Shit. Shit, no! Stop! Okay. That's embarrassing. Alright. Yeah, the speed booster. I think I just need the grapple beam now. I think I can just go up and then get the Spazer, you know, out of order, but I think it's on the way back, actually. So I think we might pass by it again when I go back up to the surface. Let's see here. Right now, I need Krokemire. I think I need to go back up there anyway for the power bombs. Yeah. I need to get early super missiles, and I need to get early power bombs, and I need to master the Mach Ball. Like once I do that, I probably could get like a sub 1 hour time, but. I don't know, man. I just can't do the Mach Ball. I've been practicing. I was practicing like through a good chunk of like 2010, but I never could get the hang of it, and I kind of fell out of playing the game since then. I'm gonna get back into it though because I do like this game a lot. Yeah, here it is. Yeah, so I just forgot to get it. Okay. No big deal. It probably didn't impact my time at all, honestly. It didn't really bother me, but... Yeah, Spazer. Weird that I skipped it. I would normally never skip it. I guess I just forgot about it. Honestly, with the wave beam, I think getting through there was easier than it normally is. So, if I just get the wave beam first and then come up here on the way back, maybe that would be a little bit quicker. I didn't really need it for anything. Yeah, maybe it's something to keep in mind. Like, maybe there's a weapon build that's better. Shit, no! There we go. Maybe there's a weapon build that's better for speedrunning. I don't know. Instead of just having the best one all the time. Like, maybe you could have one that that's better suited to getting through the game quickly. I don't know if people do that, but we'll have to see. Because, like, most people wouldn't be willing to pause the game for any reason. Unless it's to, like, to activate that glitch where you can just skip the animation process of like refilling your health. I love this game so much. It's so good. I love the music. I love the atmosphere. I love this little glowy thing in the background. I love the enemies. I love the jumping. It's great. It's amazing. All right. Climbing upward. I would would love to just go straight to the sunken ship, but like, you need the grappling beam to get in, and it's like, it's worth your time to get the grappling beam, and even if you have to go out of your way to. Yeah, I definitely need to find a better way to get power bombs, because I have. It's very, very frustrating to. Wait, is this the power bomb or the X-ray visor? I actually don't remember where you get the power bombs. Assuming this is. Oh, it is the power bomb. Okay. So, yeah, this is where you're supposed to get the power bombs first. You can tell because of the Chozo statue. You can get them elsewhere, but it's like you don't need. Yeah, I'm about to figure out a way to get early power bombs so I don't have to come up here. I think I did have a method figured out, because you don't need a lot of them, really. Like, the 5, you get... hit the first time is more than enough. You just need them for, like, very specific things. And, in this case, I need them to get the, what's the word I'm looking for? The grapple hook. Oh, I think there is a power bomb out there, actually. I think I found it on my last playthrough. Okay, hang on, let me check. When we, So I think you can get the power bomb and then just use that on the floor below. I think it's, like, in that area where Crocomire is. I think I have gotten it before, but we'll see. This is kind of a detour. Kind of a, I need this detour. Oof. I'm getting back to the speed of playing this again. I might try playing it every couple of weeks. Probably on stream. We'll see. We'll talk about like strats and stuff like that. This really is one of the best games of all time. I really can't stress that enough. I could go to Meridia right now if I really wanted to. I've heard stories of people who have like power bombed that tube before they had the gravity suit. And so they ended up like going backwards through Meridia without the gravity. Like it was just insane. You can do that. You can, but and it's really funny. But it's like, yeah, it's not recommended. It's like you need the gravity suit to really like excel on that area. Hang on. That's right. I think what I do is I have the speed booster now, so I'm just gonna. Is this the fastest way? I don't think this is the way I normally take. Yeah, I think it's the... No, this is the way to Kraid, I think. Not to Ridley, I should say. I don't know, maybe this might work? Oh, is this way really faster? Wow. I think it is. Wow. I think it's legit faster. Hang on. I normally took the power bomb route in the ice chamber, the ice beam chamber, speed running room thing. Yeah, so this might be a. Did I really never think to go this way? Because I remember not being able to figure out where to go at this point in the game. At one point. There we go. Wow, that is faster. Wow, I had no idea. All right. Hey, Croco. Step back. I missed. Shit, that's pathetic. This is a really interesting boss because of the way it ends, but it's not like a great fight in and of itself. Actually, I think charge beam is going to do Yeah, they do, and there's no point in... Yeah, so I think super missiles are the best, but shard beams are what you want to use. I love that. It's so cool. Nintendo's for kids. Like, really, it's not even like that graphic when you get right down to it. I love how you can see the bubble just going along there. And it makes you think it's coming back for round 2, but it's just a skeleton. I don't know how it did that, but okay. Apparently it can like move a little bit more after it's reduced to bones. That doesn't make any sense. That doesn't make any sense to me, but whatever. Okay, I think what you do is you. Okay, I think I can hit that jump. Oops, hang on. Up. So I think you gotta run and then jump. Hit that. I've done it before, but the timing is just not the best. Up, up. There we go. So you don't need a bunch of momentum, but just enough to get going. Okay, so you can get power bombs up here. Okay, so you can just come straight down here, get the power bombs up here. Okay, that'll save a bunch of time. Okay, so you don't have to get the power bombs where you're supposed to get them. All right, that's gonna be really helpful for future playthroughs. My speedrunning playthroughs. Yeah, I'm already rationalizing how my speedrunning path is gonna look. Well, to be fair though, I think really good players don't even get the grappling beam to begin with because it takes too much time. But I never got the hang of that either. You have to like. The main thing is that you have to get through that part with. Oh damn! I missed the jump. You have to get that. You have to get through that. You have to get to the wrecked ship without the grappling beam, which is pretty difficult. It's not impossible by any means, but I love that. It's so cool. I mean, like, I hate going out of your way for such a power up that doesn't do a whole lot of good. There are things you can do with it, like you can beat Dragon really quickly with it. I do think most players do come down here, but I don't know. Like maybe it's something that can be cut out. I don't know. I'll have to watch a Super Metroid speedrun tonight and see what's up with that. Yeah, I think I'm about ready to stop. I'm really enjoying myself, but I think I'm gonna save it and then sign off for the night. Because again, I'm getting hungry. I'm enjoying streaming, but I think I'll just stream for the rest of the week. Just stream whenever. Try to go live and try to play all sorts of weird stuff. I'll probably finish this soon anyway. I mean, it's not a long game at all. I don't want to play. Wait a minute. Are you serious? Okay. Wow. I hate that. I hate it when they. Oh, my battery's almost dead. I hate it when you run out of super missiles. I hate it. I just want to leave and. No, you have to have a super missile. Yeah, fuck you. Get a super missile. There we go. We got it. So I guess it's a good thing to not waste all your super missiles on like bosses, but yeah, I'm gonna have to find a good balance. All right. I love this game. This is probably the best game on Nintendo Switch Online, other than Yoshi's Island. It's just so good. Honestly, it probably is better than Yoshi's Island. I just like Yoshi's Island so much more. I don't know, man. Maybe I am. Maybe I do like this game more than Yoshi's Island. I don't know. I don't know. Because, like, I can play this whenever, and I don't really replay Yoshi's Island to the same extent. Alright, Alright, saved. Alright, I think... That was like a good almost 2 hour stream right there. Not bad at all. Very, very enjoyable. Alright, so I'm gonna make some breakfast, watch some shows, and then I'll probably come back around 10 or so. I'm not sure. But until then, I will see